Another article courtesy of High Snobiety. This is touching on the last collection I posted about or spoke about on the pod regarding Prada'S Fall Winter 25 collection presented by Raf Simons and Yusha Prada. When I was checking out the pictures, when I was watching or clicking through the clips or clicking through the pictures from the runway show on Vogue Runway, I spotted these cowboy boots. But at first I didn't think they were cowboy boots because they looked pretty short. Then I thought they were like just, you know, kind of really pointed up Chelsea boots. But then looking closely, they are cowboy boots. They just have a very different upper. And I think on some pairs, they have patterns. Some pairs, they just have printed uppers in really nice, fancy kind of, you know, prints and designs and shit, which look really cool. But now I've seen the closer pictures and they actually are the standouts. I'm not going to lie. These boots that they've featured are actually the standouts. And they probably will end up being incredibly, incredibly popular when they do eventually come out because they look absolutely incredible. As you can see here, I'm not sure about the material. It kind of looks like it might be like it kind of looks like they've done that like silk sock thing on the upper, similar to what 424 do on their shoes. Is it 424 or 4442? Whatever that brand is from LA. They do a similar sort of thing with their boots where they have this like, almost like, we'll say it's neoprene, but it's almost like this weird sock thing that goes around the boot or over the boot. So I feel like that's what they printed the design on. And actually inside, you know, underneath this boot, there's also a leather. I don't know. Or maybe it's stitched. I'm not too sure. But either way, it looks really fucking cool. You got this nice flower design on one boot. And on the boot behind, the person that's walking behind the model also has another print design that features, I guess, like green plants or green foliage on the upper as well. Which is quite in contrast to the clothing. The clothing was very, I thought, somewhat muted and understated. But the boots were very, very spanky looking. And they look really fucking cool. I love the fuck out of them. As it continues here, there were quite a few stars at the Prada 2025 menswear presentation. Troye Sivan, Sana, someone called Soyin Kim, baby girls Harris Dixon. But perhaps the biggest stars of the show were the actual Prada pieces. Fall Winter 25 was another delicious fashion feast. That's right, the devil may wear Prada, but also cowboy boots. Fall Winter 2025 offered up a plethora of yeehaw-worthy steppers crafted with intentional staining and scuffs and drastically curved toes. Yeah, they look really fucking good. The stains and scuffs also work because, you know, you want you don't want your cowboy boots to look fucking brand new from the box. You want them to look aged. You want to pretend like you're actually out there in the field tending to your horses, you know, doing the shit that cowboys fucking do. I don't know, kicking black people off their farms. The Prada cowboy boots appeared in a range of colors and patterns from grandma-worthy florals to even bolder neon hues. Some even came with Mary Jane tooling, making them do some core math, cowboy core plus girl core to be specific. Yeah, that's an interesting idea actually. Imagine Mary Jane cowboy boots. I'm actually there for it. I'm actually all there for it. For a pair of Mary Jane cowboy boots. You can't actually see anything here. But this person's wearing a pair of white ones. They look pretty nice. Those white ones, I don't mind them at all. This model here is wearing a pair of red ones in like a suede-ish type of color, which look really nice in contrast with the suit. That's something I used to do and don't do anymore. Back in the day, I'd go on Vogue.com or Vogue Runway. I'd usually like to do it when Phoebe Fowler was at Celine, when Raf was still doing Raf Simons. Sometimes Number 21. Sometimes what else I'd do? I don't know. I'd do random shows and I just jack the color palettes. I do that all the time. So sometimes you do a really amazing styling, little things with the colors, and stuff like this is really cool. Like you could easily replicate this look with some sort of grey suit from any shop and some red boots, and it look fucking incredible. That's a really cool look, and it also reminds me of what's that music video? There's a music video. I forgot the artist. Who's the artist? Is it someone from the Skins? No, from the Streets or something. Or is it, I forgot who the artist was. What's his fucking name? It's like a really famous synth pop track. And the guy's wearing an all grey suit with some really cool glasses. I forgot his fucking name. What's his fucking, it's not, is it Johnny Rotten? It can't be, Johnny Rotten doesn't really have that many good solo songs, does he? Let's see if I can find it. It was Johnny Rotten's super fat now. But there was a video that I remember. Actually, it might be Johnny Rotten actually. Yeah, it is Johnny Rotten. It's Public Image Limited Rise. That's the one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's wearing a grey suit. That's the grey suit. Yeah, I remember that. That's the grey suit. So grey suits with red boots works. Grey suits with white boots also work. It feels like. But I remember this is the video. Yeah, I remember this video for the grey suit. It's also obviously this suit doesn't look as good as the as the Raf Simons Misha Prada designed one. Don't get me wrong, but it's still a great suit, you know? It's still a great suit. As you can tell, it's still a very, 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 very obviously great suit. And there's, I think there's a section in it when he drives a car. That's a good section actually coming up. Where I think he's in a car or something. Where is it? Let me skip forward. John, look at Johnny Rotten. He's original Little Pump, innit? He's original Little Pump. Such an obvious attention seeker. Let me see it. Let me see it. And troll. Let me skip forward a bit. I think there's a bit with a car. That's a good bit. I think where he's outside somewhere. There we go. Going on. Yo, big up Fashion Robo in the stream chat. Wagwan G. Those camel floral print boots were fire. Yeah, they're really fucking nice, man. I also like the aging and distressing on them. I think now that I've seen those fucking Jordan 85s that are coming out, that are like for like, I think there's a real merit. I think there was a time where people were doing too much distressing. I think that artificial distressing was a little bit too rampant. But I think nowadays, certain things require it. Sometimes a really brand spanking new boot, it's just too shiny. That's why I give them the credit for Balenciaga. Even all of these boots have a little bit of a worn-in feel, so they don't look too shiny and too brand new. I think you need that with boots. They need to kind of feel a little bit lived in, even if it's fake. They need to feel a little bit lived in. They can't just be too new. They don't look that good. So I feel like some shoes, some silhouettes, that sort of like discolorization of the midsole, scuffing of the upper, stained laces, purposely. I think it works really well. I'd love it if more brands did that. But those Prada boots did it in a really, really cool way. But yeah, I can't see the scene where he's in a grey. It's not here, is it? Is it? Where's the scene where he's in the car? Okay, so it's not there. But you get the gist anyway. You get the gist of what I mean when it comes to the grey shit. You get the gist when it comes to the grey shit. So yeah, those greys ones, the red ones actually look nice. And there's also some trainers here. What do the trainers look like? I didn't see these when I first looked. What are they? Okay. They're like Stan Smith shape shoes they also got. Very, very low. I still want those collapsible shoes though. I think every influencer that got flown out for this particular shoe, so this particular show, especially the men, they were all given a pair of those foldable Prada shoes that everyone's been wearing. I really want a pair of those, man. Those look fucking good. What is it? I think there's a Prada. Is it foldable? Or is it foldable shoe or collapsible shoes? Yeah, that's the one. Everyone got given a pair. What are they? Prada. It's actually called a Prada Collapse. Okay, cool. Ooh, they're $720. God damn. I guess I don't want them that much. These are $720. Honestly, the pricing of luxury sneakers. The pricing of luxury sneakers is so insane. How are these $720? Oh my god. In case you're not watching, essentially what they are, I'll describe them to you. They're basically like plimsolls. They're basically plimsolls with a very thin sole, maybe, I don't know, a couple millimeters. The upper is mostly made out of a nylon and some sort of suede, and the back has no structure. It's kind of like collapsible. I kind of feel like they made these with the Chinese Asian market in mind, because where I live, there's loads of like Asian exchange students who are always dressed head to toe in like designer. Like every time I go to my local Lidl, you'll see some kid wearing like a Balenciaga bag, Balenciaga runners, Alexander McQueen hat, Jeffrey fucking, what you call it? Jeffrey Loverboy knit hat, like always crazy pieces just in the Lidl, which is usually like a, you know, a bit of a shit budgety kind of supermarket. But sometimes if you see them in there, you can always hear, if you don't see them, you can hear them. They love dragging their feet. They love dragging their feet and letting their feet fucking slap on their fucking shoes and shit when they're wearing shoes, and they love like a good mule or something, you know, a kind of a slipper thing. So when I saw these, I originally thought, I bet you they made these with the Asian market in mind, because they would love these sort of shit. Like you just slip them on like slippers and you can have the back be collapsible. But no way are these worth $7. No way are these things worth $7. That is crazy, bro. 700 for this. There's hardly anything there. Yes, they may be like good quality, don't get me wrong, but essentially, what is that? Maybe silk? I think that's nylon. That's suede, if not nubuck, or some sort of velvet on the heel and here near the eyelets and the mudguard type thing. And the sole is so thin, so freaking thin, that they'd wear out so quickly if you had them. So they can't even be like daily shoes because they'd wear out super fast. But they do have a nice bit of like Prada branding right at the front of the toe. Like here, see? They've got this really nice Prada branding where it kind of like, you know, this embossing here that I'm sure people will be fans of. I'm sure that's part of probably the allure of buying something like this. But I also wonder, when it comes to styling of these shoes, they always style them with these really baggy pants. I wonder if they purposely want you to buy, like, I don't know, if the shoes are $7 bills, Prada pants must be like $2,000. They want you to buy $2,000 Prada trousers and then have them like drag across the ground, getting scraped up and cut up and shit. Fuck that, man. I'm buying my trousers from Zara. I'm not buying $2,000 Prada trousers to wear with shoes that low to the ground and have them scraping on the ground there. That doesn't make any sense. Like, do you know what I mean? That's a bit of a flex if you can afford it. But Jesus Christ, man, 700. And they couldn't even give me like a little medallion. They couldn't even give me like a little, what's that little nice triangle thing they've got? They've got that logo, that upside down triangle. They couldn't give me like a nice little triangle emblem. They gave me just like this foil print Prada Milano thing on the as a bit of branding. If you're making me pay that, you got to give me at least a little triangle badge here, or at least give me a little red line on the heel, at the back of the heel. There's no red line, right? A little like that little Prada America Cup thing, like here, just so people can see it. Because this is terrible. $7 for this. $7. I want to see what the construction is. What's the construction here? Collapsible re-nylon and suede elasticated sneaker. Any details? Product details? What's it made up of? This incredibly lightweight sneaker with a what is it called? With a constructed design made of what's re-nylon? What is that? What is re-nylon? What's different to that and regular nylon? Re-nylon is made of what does re-nylon mean? Prada re-nylon is made of econ-nili, regenerated yarn that can be recycled. So it's a sustainable nylon, lols, recycled indefinite number of times without affecting the quality of material. Eco nylon. Eco nylon yarn is made by recycling discarded plastic collected from landfill sites and oceans across the whole planet. Fuck off, man. So you want me to be sustainable? I have to give you $7. To be sustainable, I have to give you $7. Nah. Yo, Prada are not playing games. This pricing is... I actually wanted these, you know. Prada sporty and artisanal sole. Its flat sole is enriched with elastic on the sides, making it easy to slip on. With laces, screen printed logo on the upper, thin rubber sole, removable leather covered insole. These shoes have undergone an artisan treatment, giving the leather a deliberate vintage look. $7. Let's see, are they sold out or they got all the sizes left? Okay, quite a lot of sizes. Wow. So the influencer thing worked, isn't it? They don't have my size even if I wanted. No, they actually do have my size. That's 10.5. But 11 sold out, 11.5 sold out. Everything from 11 to 13 is sold out. Okay, so maybe people are buying them. Fucking hell. Yeah, big up Fashion Roadman. I don't blame you, bro. Please keep roasting these brands. Maybe you keep roasting them is gonna actually help them lower prices so that regular folks like me can purchase these things, or regular folks like us, because $7 for slippers. Shit. It's not even $7, $7.20. Free shipping. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Prada. Free shipping and returns. Thanks. I think I'm owed that at least. Free shipping and returns, you know. Oh, fucking hell. Prada's a joke thing.